we're going to introduce Elizabeth Olson. She was, helpful enough to record for us a session. So if you feel like you need the video that we're about to showcase, reach out to Kenya NFT Club. Just ask for the video, and we'll be able to airdrop it to you. Right? Enjoy.
All right, Elizabeth.
Hey everyone, thanks so much for coming. My name is Elizabeth Olson. I'm head of growth at Xverse, the leading Bitcoin wallet for Web3. And I really wish I could have been there today with you in person, but I'm 100% there in spirit. I'm based in New York City, but have spent some time in various parts of Africa. And one thing I've noticed is the people are very open-minded to new ideas and curious to learn, especially when it comes to things like entrepreneurship and creativity. In fact, the installations for Xverse, the wallet that I work for, are trending in Africa. So it's clear this is an important market in Web3. And all of this is exactly why I believe you are the perfect audience today to be learning more about all the exciting building and art that's happening on Bitcoin. And you might ask me, art and building and Web3 on Bitcoin, what do you do with Bitcoin? You buy it, you hold it, and you essentially treat it like gold. And now we move on and talk about other chains like Ethereum, where you can do DeFi and NFTs. Well, I'm here today to tell you that there is a renaissance happening on Bitcoin. So ordinals have been the catalyst for change, driving a wave of builders, artists, and investors back to Bitcoin and paving the way for new innovative use cases that have the potential to unlock $600 billion of Bitcoin's network value. Some of the most prominent voices in crypto and beyond have been recognizing the value ordinals bring to Bitcoin, reigniting the creative spark at the heart of Bitcoin culture, encouraging exploration and innovation, as well as infrastructure initiatives striving to grow the Bitcoin economy. We're seeing some of the biggest NFT brands, Magic Eden, Yuga Labs, DeGods, come to Bitcoin for ordinals, and even luxury brands like Asprey Bugatti. And this is all, again, thanks to ordinals. Some of the most prominent voices in the crypto space, Michael Saylor, Vitalik Buterin, even Elon Musk have all been speaking out around ordinals. So this is a really exciting time for the ecosystem. And today I'm going to share with you three things. What are Bitcoin ordinals? First of all, we can work around some definitions so we all have a basic understanding of what ordinals are and how they work. The second thing I'd like to share with you is how you yourselves can get started in the ecosystem, how you can easily make and trade ordinals. In fact, they're even easier to create than regular NFTs. And thirdly, I'd like to share with you why Bitcoin is becoming the most sought after ecosystem for creatives and entrepreneurs like yourselves. So what are ordinals? Ordinals are essentially Bitcoin NFTs directly on chain. And they were created about this time last year in December by Casey Rodomar, who discovered that he could create these digital artifacts directly on Bitcoin. And there's three components that make this possible. The first is ordinal theory. This is a tracking system, kind of like a numbering system that makes the Satoshis unique. And a Satoshi is the smallest monetary unit of Bitcoin. And secondly, there's indexers that we can now track these Satoshis that are numbered. And thirdly, there's the process called inscribing, which is basically like minting your NFT. So instead we're inscribing, which means that we're uploading data to Satoshis directly onto the Bitcoin base layer. And this can look like a text, or you can upload any kind of file. People are even inscribing books and manuscripts and wedding photos. So it can really look like anything. And here we have a unique Satoshi with data on it. And in this sense, it is essentially like a non-fungible token. So why did Casey create these digital artifacts? Well, he was concerned about the centralization issues around Ethereum. Most NFT metadata is hosted on IPFS servers and not directly on chain. And as a result, the data can sometimes be altered or even inaccessible should the NFT project go under or no longer pay the server fees. So servers like IPFS lack financial incentive to continue to host the data, whereas there is actually financial incentive for Bitcoin's 50,000 nodes which are supporting the network. And Bitcoin is committed to stability at the base layer. So people are willing to pay to ensure that their data is immutably inscribed on the Bitcoin layer and won't go anywhere. So now that you have an understanding of what ordinals are and how exciting this has been for the Bitcoin ecosystem this past year, I'd like to empower you to get started yourselves into the space. And the first thing that you'll need to do is download the Ordinals wallet Xverse. Xverse is the leading wallet for Ordinals. In fact, we were the first wallet to support Ordinals and also the first Bitcoin wallet ever that enabled users to be able to, through a web browser, connect to apps like Magic Eden and sign transactions in a trustless manner. So it's really exciting time for the Bitcoin ecosystem, and you'll find that the wallet is actually quite similar user experience to other crypto wallets that you might be more familiar with, like a MetaMask or a Phantom wallet. So let's go ahead and get started. You can download Xverse on Chrome, or it's available as well on the mobile app store on Android or on iOS. And in this case, you'll just be adding the Chrome extension to your browser. And you'll go through the onboarding process where you will need to write down your secret key phrase and back up your wallet as best practice. So we do recommend you do this in private. You don't have to do it here while you're sitting in the audience, but just to give you an idea of what it looks like so it's familiar. And then once you have your password saved, we do have facial recognition, so you don't have to enter your password every time you open your phone, which is great, and open the app. And here you have your main account. And we'll just give you a tour of what that looks like. So you have both ability to create multiple new accounts as well as connect a hardware wallet. We have built-in Ledger support. So if you have a Ledger device, you are able to connect that to Xverse and safely store your Ordinals, Bitcoin, BRC20, and other Bitcoin SIP10 token assets like stacks. And here we have the ability to purchase assets like Bitcoin and stacks through our on-ramp services like MoonPay and Transact. And here we have the Ordinals gallery, and you can see this is a new wallet, so there's no Ordinals to be seen yet in this wallet, but normally you'll be able to have them on display directly in your wallet, which is fantastic. And from there you can also connect, you'll actually be using a unique address for your Ordinals. So this isn't a typical Bitcoin address, this is a special Taproot address. And so you'll want to copy that and use that address whenever you're receiving your Ordinal. And we also have a stacking service, so you can earn Bitcoin rewards. And once you have your Ordinals wallet Xverse set up, you can then easily connect to marketplaces like Magic Eden to buy or sell your Ordinals. But as there are many artists in the audience, I thought it would be even more interesting to show you Gamma, which is not only a marketplace for Ordinals, but also an Ordinals artist launchpad. So let's go ahead and take a tour around their website. If you click over here, click Create, you can then go and either choose to create an inscription yourself, or you can create an entire collection. So let's go ahead and select that option. And here you can see how it works. It's completely free to launch your collection. It's a process which you might be familiar with on Ethereum called lazy minting, where the buyer is the person who mints or inscribes the ordinal after purchase. So Gamma will handle the full collection and mint on demand. And this is particularly interesting in regards to provenance, because the very first owner of the art will be the collector themselves. And when you mint something, you know that you're the first owner of that item. Gamma also has a curated platform, and they're accepting applications every month to feature new artists. So would definitely encourage you, if you're an artist, to get in touch with the Gamma team. So now I'd like to briefly show you how you can create your own inscription and how easy it is to do. I've already connected my wallet, and now this time I'm going to select create single inscription for myself. And here you can have the option to inscribe multiple images at the same time, or some text, or a single image. In this case, let's go ahead and do some text. I'll just write I love Kenya and click continue. You can see the transaction fee, the gas fee for this is quite small. It's only $4, but for text that's actually pretty expensive. For example, I was just earlier trying out with a JPEG, and the gas fee for a 45 kilobyte image was about $100. So they're pretty pricey these days with all of the activity happening in the Bitcoin blockchain. So depends on your budget, but you'll have to see how much you would like to invest in your inscription. And more importantly, I'd like to show you the importance of getting the correct address for your ordinal. So here is my wallet, and I'm going to click receive, and you're going to want to make sure that you are using this ordinals and BRC20 token address. So you're going to click copy here. I'm going to paste it in. I'm going to put in your Bitcoin address. Copy address here. I understand that it's for Bitcoin. I'm going to put that here. Agree and continue. And then from here, I'm going to pay for the inscription.